Hey guys, how you doing? So today we're obviously looking at Everybody Dance by Chic, killer bass solo by Bernard Edwards. Bernard Edwards is the king of disco bass. Obviously I love disco, I play for Gloria Gaynor. I love the whole disco thing, and that guy, Bernard Edwards, the king of disco bass. So before we kind of look at this solo, I just want to talk a little bit about technique, a little bit about right hand technique. Your right hand is your groove hand. Now, a lot of bass players don't seem to understand this, but your right hand is your money maker. That's your groove hand. If things are grooving in this hand, if that's grooving, then whatever you play in this hand will groove, right? And a lot of people spend loads of time working on their left hand technique, all this kind of stuff, where this is not working for them. So remember that this hand is the one that's got to be locked in, that's got to be happening. So I'll tell you a story of my first ever function gig, and I used to be in a band in Norwich called the Lee Vasey Band, which is still going, and Lee Vasey is a guitarist and a killer all-round guy, brilliant musician, and I was playing in his band, and we were doing a lot of disco stuff, and we were doing tunes like Car Wash. Those kind of lines, right? And I used to play it with a mute. Sorry, hammer-on, not mute. I said mute, it was a hammer-on in it. So rather than playing, I used to play hitting the octave and then doing an open hammer-on. See that? And he said to me, why aren't you playing with 3 fingers? I was like, I'd never really thought of playing with 3 fingers. And he was saying, because you can do this. And it was like, wow, that's really cool. And you have to remember, like, this is before the internet, and this is before YouTube, and before the information age where you could just find stuff out and learn stuff. You didn't, unless you saw this song being played on telly, you had no way of seeing how it was played. So we just listen to tapes and kind of hope for the best and try and work it out in a best way. But Lee showed me how to do this. And use 3 fingers. So we've got 2 notes on that high octave. And then I kind of put in my own thing that I was doing before with the hammer on. So hammer on. So I'd play that, I'd put that in every so often if, in a tune like Car Wash. And it's a bit of a bluff, and it's a bit of a it's not proper, but you can kind of get away with it. It's kind of convincing. A hack, if you like, as the people say now. So it's a groove hack. Actually, is a groove hack. I was wondering what they were the other day, but this is actually what that is. It's a groove hack. So playing tunes like River People by Weather Report. So I used to use it in tunes like that. So back to Everybody Dance. Once Lee showed me how to do this disco octave thing, and I was working out different things, that was the first tune that came to mind. I thought, actually, I could kind of use this in a way to unpack this bass solo. So I played it like this. I did 2 notes on the C, or 3 notes, sorry. And then we have the hammer on from the B flat to the C. And then the 3 finger thing there. See that? And that was how I got started learning this bass solo. And so using this kind of 3 finger technique, which you will see kind of slowed down in a minute on the video, I managed to work out this solo and get it all together. Now, a few years ago, I found myself at a gig. I was over in Budapest, played Budapest Arena with Gloria Gaynor. I wasn't very well. It was about 3 days before I was diagnosed with cancer. I was feeling quite rough, as you can imagine. And we'd finished sound check, we were going out for a meal, and then we were going straight back for the gig. And we finished sound check, and Gloria's musical director says, guys, for an encore tonight, we're going to do Everybody Dance by Chic. And he's like, I'll email you a chart for it. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we're now going from the venue to a restaurant and then back. The next time I pick up a bass, my bass is on stage. The next time I pick that up, I'm going to have to play this solo. And which is quite daunting, right? And I was thinking about it. Should I play it like Bernard plays it? He plays it as if he's using a pick. And I thought, oh, I don't know if that would be any good. And then I seen Jerry Barnes doing like the slap thing. And I thought, no, I'm going to have to do it the 17-year-old Jimbo way, because that's the only way I kind of know. And so I did it that way, using this kind of technique that I just showed you earlier, and it was okay and it worked. So I thought I'd show you that because it's quite a cool kind of technique. It's a bit different. So here's the full solo at normal speed. Okay, let's slow it down by 25%. Okay, this is half speed, so you should be able to really clearly see what's going on here. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing down here. And if you'd like one-to-one bass lessons with me, just drop me an email at this address here. Cool, cheers, see you soon. So if you've looked at this video wanting to learn Bernard's right hand technique and you just learnt mine, I'm sorry for that, but I don't want to leave you empty handed or empty hearted. Check out Dan Hawkins. He's got a YouTube channel called Online Bass Courses. Dan is a great bass player from the UK, a really lovely guy, great player, and he does a great video on Bernard's right hand technique in the solo, so you can check that out. I'll put a link in the description. See you later.